Let us hear top 100 problems in Black South Africa without mentioning apartheid, racism, colonialism, and slavery. I went to Twitter this one time, wake up in the morning, I say, let me post something because there's always something on my mind in the early hours of the morning. So I say, I can tell you 1,000 problems in Black South Africa, and apartheid and racism won't make the list. Nota comes back to me, he says, you are a liar. I say, I can debate you easily on this, relax. And he took my advice. He relaxed. I wrote them on my phone, so I'll be reading from my phone. Number 1, breakdown of family structures. Number 2, high rates of single parent households. Third, weak emphasis on education in some communities. Fourth, absence of strong role models. And then fifth, youth disengagement from productive activities. And then peer pressure promoting destructive behavior, and then overemphasis on entertainment over intellectual pursuits. Very self-explanatory. Lack of a shared community vision in our Black communities, poor mentorship for young people, and then generational cycles of poverty and dependency. You can tell me which ones you disagree with, which ones you agree with, and then leave your comment in the comment section so that I can hear what you have to say about all of these. The second group, it's economic challenges. Number 1, low levels of entrepreneurship, high unemployment rates, poor financial literacy, over reliance on government aid, limited access on business capital, uneven participation in high growth industries, inadequate job training programs, lack of intergenerational wealth, overrepresentation in low income sectors. And then the last point is limited economic diversification. You tell me which ones you agree with, which ones you disagree with. And then we have, ladies and gentlemen, educational challenges in Black South Africa. Number 1, poor performance in public schools. That's why you see Panyaza and them running up and down trying to implement the Bella Act in its entirety. Number 2, high dropout rates. Lack of quality teachers in underserved areas, weak parental involvement in education, overcrowded classrooms, insufficient STEM, so that is your science, technology, engineering, math subjects. So there's a little focus on those. Limited career guidance and counseling is another one. Cultural devaluation of higher education. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a small percentage of kids who enroll for grade 1 that end up going to varsity in South Africa. We know this. Absence of vocational training, and then underfunded school systems. And then we are moving to another group called health challenges, ladies and gentlemen. We have high rates of lifestyle diseases like your diabetes and hypertension, high blood pressure, all of them, right? Substance abuse problems is number 2 in this group. Limited access to mental health services. A lot of people have mental problems in our townships. And instead of helping these people and supporting them, sometimes if they are old, they are called witches. Sometimes if people are, having mental problems in the townships, people they lock those people in the houses. They're embarrassed that they have somebody with mental challenges in their homes. Poor nutrition and unhealthy eating habits, high teenage pregnancy rates, limited health awareness campaigns, overcrowded public health facilities, mistrust of healthcare systems, stigma around mental health issues, low levels of physical fitness. Ladies and gentlemen, a lot of our people are not fit. A lot of people are overweight. in our communities. And then under the group of political governance challenges, we have corruption in public institutions, very rife, limited representation in decision making bodies, poor civic participation, lack of accountability among leaders, focus on symbolic victories over practical solutions, politicization of community issues, inadequate implementation of development policies, poor leadership grooming systems, overdependence on political figures, weak grassroots organizations, and I must also add unions horrible in South Africa. Government interference in private businesses is also horrible in South Africa. And then under the group of crime and security challenges, we have high levels of violent crime, gang activity in urban areas, overcrowded prisons, weak law enforcement systems, low trust in the justice system, inadequate crime prevention strategies, overcriminalization of minor offenses, community indifference to crime reporting, proliferation of illegal firearms, weak rehabilitation programs for offenders. And then we also have infrastructure challenges, ladies and gentlemen. These are poor housing conditions in some areas, inadequate transportation systems, limited access to clean water, power outages, and energy crisis, overcrowding in urban centers, lack of community recreation spaces, poor waste management systems, deteriorating roadworks, inadequate internet access, weak infrastructure in rural areas. Ladies and gentlemen, might I also add that our borders are very porous. We don't have well built borders in South Africa. And then cultural and media influences. These ones, they break my heart because the demoralization that is now present in South Africa is just crazy. We have a glorification of destructive lifestyles in social media and the media in general, stereotypes in entertainment industries, over reliance on external validation, lack of cultural preservation initiatives, promotion of short term gratification over long term goals, lack of representation in positive media narratives, limited ownership of media platforms, poor portrayal of traditional values, overemphasis on celebrity culture, absence of community storytelling. We have given our communities to illegal foreigners who are just destroying our communities. Under the group of personal and psychological challenges, people have these types of challenges that I'm going to mention down here. Low levels of self-discipline, victim mentality, always blaming apartheid and white people and the white man, fear of taking risks, insecurity about identity and self-worth, resistance to constructive criticism, lack of resilience in adversity, ladies and gentlemen. Oof. Overemphasis on external obstacles, unrealistic expectations of success, weak planning and goal setting skills. Ladies and gentlemen, these are serious problems that are confronting our people. And I'm smiling because it cracks me up when people blame apartheid instead of looking to themselves for solutions. Listen to this. Weak planning and goal setting skills, lack of intergenerational mentorship. People in the township, when they make it, they go out. They forget about everybody. They don't want to transfer the skills to other people. They want to come back with cars and expensive clothes and drink expensive alcohol and be the big bosses, the ogapatapata of the townships. The last group are global and technological challenges, limited participation in the global digital economy, poor access to cutting edge technologies like your Starlink, because your government wants 30% black ownership of Starlink. Resistance to globalization opportunities, skills mismatch in the global job market, poor intellectual property development, lack of collaboration in research and development, overdependence on foreign aid, brain drain of talented individuals. We know about high unemployment in South Africa, poor adaptation to global trends. So those, ladies and gentlemen, are the top 100 problems that are going on in Black South Africa. And I didn't mention colonialism, white people, slavery, apartheid, racism, all of them. I didn't. So how do we fix this? Ladies and gentlemen, we need to start promoting family values. We need to start preaching for people to actually go to church, to be one with the Lord, restore Christian values in our communities. We need to preach the message of education and individual responsibility, and of also saving your community, of also helping other people when they are in need. We need to start doing for ourselves and stop blaming. You get what I'm saying? We need to start holding our politicians accountable to the things that we need to hold them accountable to. We need to cut down the size of government. We have a huge government. We need to close our borders, ladies and gentlemen. We need to protect our infrastructure. Those are the things that we must do. Let us stop blaming white people for all our problems. If you liked this video, please hit the like button, subscribe, turn on the notifications so that you are notified every time that we upload a new video.